These are the times that LeBron James has absolutely humiliated NBA players throughout his 20-year career. To start off this video, we have the time that LeBron James crowned Jusef Nurkic and the Portland Trail Blazers. This play's just one of the million reasons why you should just never attempt to stop a LeBron drive to the hoop, especially when he's at full speed. Did you see that? Man, LeBron, that guy has a family, and you just went ahead and embarrassed him like that. Too cold. That's not the only cold moment throughout LeBron's career, that's for sure. Just take this next one as a prime example of what he could do on the basketball court, especially when the game's on the line in a heated playoff atmosphere. The stage is never too big for the king. The only downside is that this singular play broke the hearts of so many Toronto Raptors fans out there.
It's going to be James. Here it is. It's under 3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Good night, Cleveland!
LeBron went ahead and broke another man's dignity right then and there on the basketball court. All it took was about 7 minutes before James went out there and did this. Poor guy didn't even see this one coming. He was just trying to stand there and block the baseline cut to the basket when all of a sudden, he had a grown man named LeBron jumping clean over him for the alley-oop.
Humble yourself or the game will humble you. I'm like, what?
In a different way to score, coming off baseline swing.
Oh, he does it again.
So I'm like, they throw the ball up. I was like,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Who is that for?
I'm sure sitting around watching this film wasn't fun the next day. You know what else wasn't fun? Andre Iguodala looking on social media the day after he saw a game-changing layup get swatted off the backboard by LeBron in the NBA Finals. Yep, we're talking about that play, so sit back and take a look at this humiliating moment for Iguodala. In Andre's mind, he was about to change the game by scoring the go-ahead basket and attempt to put the series to bed. But instead, James had other plans for what was going to happen. The result stands as one of the most iconic moments in league history, which just adds to how embarrassing it is for Iggy. Nemanja Bjelica suffered from a humiliating moment due to LeBron James as well. Though this one didn't come when the ball was in his hands. Instead, it came when he tried to defend the rim. I think we all might have an understanding of how this play might go. Bjelica really thought that he could stand right in the paint and take a charge from LeBron? Seriously? It should be common knowledge at this point that if LeBron's flying down the lane like a freight train, you should just step out of the way to save yourself the humiliation.
He's shooting 38% from downtown. Here comes LBJ! Look out!
That had to have been what the entire Golden State Warriors organization felt once they allowed LeBron to attempt a game-winning shot against them when he was still on the Miami Heat. Because for some reason, they opted not to even double-team him on the final possession, and he took that personally. LeBron wasted no time making quick work against Iguodala and hit the game winner with 0.1 seconds left on the clock to silence the entire Dubs crowd. And that's celebration. Come on, LeBron, show a little mercy. This might have been the exact same feeling that Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves had when LeBron took it upon himself to win a game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it wasn't just an offensive play that impacted the outcome, but a massive defensive one just to top it all off.
Denied by James, and Smith calls a timeout.
No, I just knew he was going to block it, so I put it up there for him to just...
Well, no, that's not what I meant. I thought...
My goodness! LeBron made sure that Butler knew that this was his house and to reject that ball without any hesitation. Then, he knew exactly where he wanted to stand on the inbounds pass to ice the game and send Minnesota packing. I'm sure that you could hear the crowd cheering from a few miles away after he sank that buzzer beater.
Here's LeBron. James, catch, fire, ball game! He did it! LeBron James wins it for Cleveland!
The crowd was roaring when LeBron made sure to crown this Sacramento Kings player. And not the good type of crown. No. This is the type of crown that you want to stay away from when you're on a basketball court.
That's LeBron James.
We're talking about a monstrous poster here. Welcome to another example of why you should make a business decision in front of LeBron. When LeBron gets serious, it's all over for you on the other side. And this time, when he took on the Indiana Pacers, he was bringing out all the moves to try and get themselves an edge. This one player in particular really showed what he was doing to those guys down there. Just toying with them on the offensive end and manipulating them at will. Just look at LeBron. hitting the Pacers players with a fake motion just to have them ignore the cutting Kyrie Irving down the baseline for the no-look dime. James humiliated them so badly that he had a few of them just standing there wondering how in the world they allowed that to happen. Certainly not the type of defense that a head coach is looking for during games. Taking charges isn't always the type of defense coaches want either, because there are so many times where it just ends up like how this next play did. Unsurprisingly, they all seem to end the same way, especially with LeBron.
16 seconds left. LeBron drives in. Oh my! A ferocious slam.
Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, he made sure to stand over Millsap to share a few words with him as he started to get back to his feet. LeBron just happens to be one of those players that sees a small opening and immediately takes full advantage of that before it closes. Just take this next play for example, when LeBron decides to take on a whole team by himself. At least that's definitely what it felt like when we were all watching it live in the NBA Finals. This man literally just started passing the ball to himself in the finals with his team down by 2 games. That's a guy who was just sick of the games and knew that he had to take his game to another level to keep their season alive.
5 to shoot. McGee pokes it away. James up and under, throws it off the backboard. Oh, what a perfect pass to himself.
Speaking of the Warriors, they pop up in this video again. LeBron must really love going after them. And this time, it was Steph Curry that was locked in the middle of his sights. Right in the middle of the NBA Finals. With the Warriors up 3-2 and hoping to climb back in this pivotal Game 6, James shut the door on any potential comeback. Steph really thought that he had to step on the GOAT when he was driving into the lane, potentially bringing the game back to an 11-point deficit with 4 minutes to go. Instead, LeBron went ahead and swatted that ball away into the stands like he was the older brother during a pickup game in the driveway. Talk about rejection at the rim.
It's bedlam here in Cleveland. Curry blocked by James.
This next play doesn't involve any massive rejection at the rim, but it does involve LeBron sinking an NBA franchise in one of the biggest games of the season, as the Cleveland Cavaliers delivered a dagger to the hearts of all Indiana Pacers fans who thought they might steal a game on the road to take the advantage in the series. Tied at 95 points, LeBron immediately called for that inbounds pass and ran right to his spot to hit a 3-point shoot and send Indiana packing back home for their upcoming Game 6 matchup. It was one of those shots that just sank the hearts of every Pacers fan watching the game. And to make matters worse for them, this shot was the difference maker in the series, with Cleveland winning and advancing further into the postseason.
2 seconds left. Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds. 1 second for the win. LeBron James delivers.
Moving on to this next play during the holidays, LeBron and Dwayne Wade made sure to connect to one another in the only way that they knew how on the basketball court. And it all started with Wade running a fast break against the Los Angeles Lakers. Unfortunately, 3 Lakers players saw Wade toss that basketball straight up into the air, and there was absolutely nothing that could be done about it.
First field goal after 6 misses. Johnson missed the 3. The shooting percentage down in the second. Wade looking for the return to LeBron. Off the window and down.
Next up is a block that silenced the Boston Celtics crowd and had everybody's jaws just on the floor. Just take a look at this one for yourselves. Rozier really thought that he was going to get himself on the highlight reel with a poster dunk on one of the greatest to ever play. LeBron had none of that and made sure to let him know that he's simply not that guy.
Stolen by Rozier. 3-on-1 break for Boston. Rozier to the basket. Oh, blocked by James. He did it again.
And for any of you that might be wondering why a few clips didn't make the cut in this video, here are a few honorable mentions to hold you over.
Yep, a screen or attempted screen by Cornette, stolen by James. Here's a breakaway again.
McDermott having problems. Reed's got a hand on it. 3-on-1. Russ, LeBron! Russ to LeBron! Throw that baby down!
And now we're going to go back the other way. Lakers have numbers.
Here comes that train. Down the middle! Throws it down! One-hand jam by LeBron on the break.
Grimaces as he came in after jumping up. LeBron is in and goes.
Oh my!
That athleticism right there.
Bryant, James taking flight.
I don't think I'll ever get enough of LeBron humiliating players. You know what else I can't get enough of? The times Kyrie's handles shocked the world. Click on the video that appears on your screen now to watch.